What is up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Guys, we checking out a new country this time. I'm familiar with this country. I know about it. We in Poland. We got the top 10 places to visit in Poland with my guy Ryan Shirley here. And yeah, this is my first time. I've known about Poland. I even know the Poland flag and all that stuff, but I don't think I ever looked at the landscapes and the different travel videos. So that's what we're checking out. Maybe, if y'all send some recommendations, we can check out some facts and stuff about Poland, because I'm trying to learn about the different cities and stuff in the different countries. So we here, Ryan Shirley, top 10 places to visit in Poland. I can already see this look unreal right now, and he really standing here like this is amazing. Y'all hit that subscribe button.
What's up, guys? My name is Ryan, and I want to show you some of my favorite places in the enchanting country of Poland. So here is my Polish top 10.
Polish top 10.
Poland is home to some of the world's most stunning landscapes. From the medieval old town of Gdańsk to the towering Tatra Mountains, Poland has so much to offer. Let's start this video off at the impressive city of Kraków. Now this may be one of my favorite cities in all of Poland. Located in the southern part of the country, Kraków was founded all the way back in the 7th century, so you best believe it's full of beautiful history and
look at that. That look almost like a Disney castle right here.
Architecture.
And that's
now, one of the most impressive sites is the Warsaw Royal Castle. It was built during the 14th century and was the first UNESCO World Heritage Site. It features architectural styles from the medieval, Renaissance, and Baroque periods. Now from the castle, you can make the short 10-minute walk to the main square. This dates all the way back to the 13th century.
This is the first time I've seen like a main square or a city square in different countries. This is the first one I just see a building just like in the center of it.
It was the largest medieval town with squares in all of Europe, which is pretty crazy.
Usually like an open place.
To think of all the history that took place here. Now in the corner of the square is the St. Mary's Basilica, which was built back in the 14th century, and it's a perfect example of
look how it's like they just built everything else around this, because look how it's cornered off. That's an interesting build right
Polish
there.
Gothic architecture. Another interesting feature of Kraków is the Kosciuszko Mound. It's an artificial hill that was modeled after other prehistoric mounds in the city. It was built in 1823.
Built in 1820. This is cool. I ain't never seen nothing like this. Wow, that's different.
To commemorate the national hero named Tadeusz Kościuszko. The mount is 112 feet high, and there's a serpentine path that takes you to the top to enjoy the panoramic views of Kraków and the Vistula River. Kraków is just such an amazing city, and I hope y'all can visit. After Kraków, we're going to head to the Tatra Mountains. Now, located about a 2 hours drive from Kraków, the Tatras are a stunning mountain range that straddles the Polish and Slovakian border. Now, the best town to access the Tatras is Zakopane. Now, located right at the base of the mountains, Zakopane is the perfect starting place for your mountain adventures. During the wintertime, Zakopane is an ideal place to go skiing, and in the summer months, it's a prime place to start your hike into the mountains. One of the most impressive spots in the Tatras is the Morskie Oko Lake. You can make the 16-kilometer round-trip trek to the scenic lake. Just such a phenomenal view up there. An interesting fact is that the Tatras are the smallest alpine mountain range in all of Europe, and they're home to plenty of wildlife, such as the Eurasian brown bear. I just love how the Tatras look. They have such
I couldn't imagine be up there and see a brown bear. That would have been crazy. I would have ran.
Unique and jagged look to them, and I just want to go hiking them this summer. Now, if you're into World War II history, you can visit the Memorial of Auschwitz concentration camps. This is located about an hour's drive from Kraków.
I ain't gonna lie. This look like the place they used. There's a movie called The Boy in Striped Pajamas. Sad movie, good, but sad movie is sad. I think it was something like this. It was concentration camp. It kind of looked like this area like that right here on that movie, but good movie, but it was sad. I ain't gonna lie, it was sad.
Of Auschwitz concentration camps. This is located about an hour's drive from Kraków. Now, Auschwitz is infamously known to be one of the most horrific Nazi concentration camps. Over 1.1 million people died here. One of my favorite books I've ever read is called The Auschwitz Escape, and it tells the story of how 2 prisoners made their daring escape from this concentration camp. Now after, we're going to head to the northern part of Poland to visit Sopot. Now located right on the Baltic Sea, Sopot was established in the 8th century and grew as a commercial trading post and fishing village. Over the centuries, Sopot faced adversity as it was abandoned, burned, and then rebuilt. But in the early 19th century, Sopot started to gain popularity thanks to its spa and public baths.
Like it'd be amazing to me how they rebuild these cities after being burned down. Like I can just imagine. You know, of course back then it wasn't as much stuff that we see now. I know that, but just being able to rebuild it back, as beautiful as it is.
Century, Sopot started to gain popularity thanks to its spa and public baths, and it quickly became a holiday resort town. Today, Sopot is a thriving tourist attraction, where there you can take a walk on Europe's longest wooden pier, or you can enjoy the swans and endless sandy coastline. Now I understand why it's called the Polish Riviera. Now after Sopot, we're going to head over to neighboring Gdańsk. Located just a 15-minute drive from Sopot, Gdańsk is one of Poland's oldest cities with a fascinating history with periods of Polish, Prussian, and German rule. The earliest mention of Gdańsk was in the year 997 AD, and during the Middle Ages, Gdańsk grew as an important seaport and shipbuilding town. It rose to be one of the wealthiest and largest cities in Poland until Warsaw's rapid growth in the 18th century. Today, Gdańsk is one of Poland's most beautiful cities. I mean, I just can't believe it's old town. It's full of these perfectly placed houses that seem to go on forever. Another really cool feature that I like about Gdańsk is how the canal runs right along the old town. It's often full of ships, and it gives the city such a fun vibe.
Look at that ship right there. That's crazy.
Right along the old town. It's
Look at that one.
Often full of ships, and it gives the city such a fun vibe. While you're there, you can just explore the streets of Old Town or take a walk along the canal. I mean, just such an incredible city. Now, just an hour's drive from Gdańsk is the Malbork Castle. I mean, this is the largest castle in the world by land area, which is pretty crazy. It was built in the 13th century by the Teutonic Knights, who were German Catholic crusaders. And as the number of the knights grew, so did the castle, which encloses an area of 52 acres. I mean, it's just crazy to think that people were able to build such buildings back then. More than half of Malbork Castle was destroyed during World War II, but thankfully it was rebuilt to its former glory.
Dang. I can look at that. Wow, yeah, they built this thing. It looked like, I mean, the picture is black and white, but the way it's looking now, man, they put some work into
World War II, but thankfully it was rebuilt to its former glory. Now, after Malbork, we're going to head over to the Mazurian Lake District, located in northeastern Poland on the border of Kaliningrad. This lake district is one of the most visited lake districts in all of Central Europe, and it's home to over 2,000 lakes. It's a perfect place to go sailing, fishing, or just swim in the lake. I mean, I just can't think of a better place to go on a hot summer day. Now, aside from the lakes, the area is full of beautiful forest, perfect for hiking and exploring. The Masurian Lake District is definitely a hidden gem that deserves a visit. Another scenic place for nature lovers is the Pieniny National Park. Now located in both southern Poland and northern Slovakia, Pieniny is one of the oldest and smallest national parks in all of Poland. I mean, I just think it's such a beautiful area. The river runs right through it, and it acts as a natural border between Poland and Slovakia. The national park is home to many animal species such as the Eurasian lynx, which I think is like one of the coolest animals ever. Cool. One of my favorite features of the park is the Three Crowns. The rock feature is made up of 5 sharp limestone peaks that create quite the sight. Now, another beautiful nearby spot is the Niedzica Castle. This 14th century castle is located just a few minutes away from the park. I mean, this whole area is just incredible. Now, after, we're going to head over to the beautiful city of Wrocław. I mean, it's such a tricky pronunciation. Now, located in western Poland, about a 3-hour drive from Kraków. Wrocław is
I don't even know the
Now, look.
What's the capital of Poland? I don't even think I know the capital. I'm looking for the little star by it. But Poland, I ain't gonna lie, this is amazing to me. This is definitely surprising me right now. Definitely gonna have to check out more.
Okay, in western Poland, about a 3-hour drive from Kraków, Wrocław is such a charming historical place. It's home to one of the most beautiful market squares in all Europe. It's lined with elegant townhouses and cobblestone streets.
That is nice.
Wrocław also has one of the most beautiful cathedrals in Poland. It was originally built in 1272, but has been damaged and rebuilt several times throughout the centuries.
Dang.
I just love its double spires. Wrocław is just the perfect place to just walk around and explore for a day. Now for our final destination, we're going to head to Warsaw.
Is it Warsaw?
Located on the Vistula River in east central Poland, Warsaw is the capital and largest.
That's what it is. I thought so. I know the name sound familiar. Once I heard it, I knew. I'm like, I think that's the capital. Warsaw.
City in the country. Warsaw began to grow in the 16th century when the capital was moved there. It was called the Paris of the North, but sadly, Warsaw was damaged extensively during World War II, with over 85% of its buildings in ruins. Thankfully, today it's a bustling capital with a population of 1.8 million. One of my favorite buildings of the city is the Palace of Culture and Science at 700.
Now look, this look like a modern day city right here now. Warsaw actually look like modern day with the buildings and stuff right there. These skyscrapers, that's a unique building right there.
And 78 feet tall.
It's
the fifth tallest building in the EU. The crowning feature of the city is Warsaw's Old Town. It was established during the 13th century and is full of history and medieval architecture. Like the main part of the city, the Old Town was almost completely destroyed during World War II, but it was miraculously restored and was made a World Heritage Site in 1980. When you're there, you can just explore the square and marvel at all the history that took place in this medieval old town. Well, that is it for my Poland top 10. Let me know where your favorite place is in Poland in the comments below. I also started a relaxation channel where I post hour-long films with calming music to bring some peace and nature in your life. I'll be doing a film on Poland very soon. You can find me on TikTok and Instagram at shirley.films. It's Ryan, and we will see you later.
First time seeing Poland is real nice. I love it. It's definitely a beautiful country, definitely beautiful. But yeah, Warsaw. Warsaw look like it's got some modern day stuff there. But all in all, man, just to hear how much just different cities were destroyed and they built it back up. And mind you, he was saying a lot happened in World War II. It don't seem, it's a long time ago, I know, but it don't seem like that long when you start thinking of World War II history and all that stuff. It's not too long, so you're looking at 50 plus years and just now look at it. Now look at it, because there's people that lived through a lot to see it get burned down and probably still alive to today. Probably, maybe, I know that many years ago, but when you actually look at history, it's like, man, I was born in the 1900s. I was born in 1990, 95 to be exact. My grandma born probably in 1940 or 60. I don't know. I don't even know how old my granny is. But just think that, I know you have family members that was born and, it wasn't too far ago when they heard of this happening. So it's different, man. It's amazing history. But that's all I have for this video. Y'all make sure y'all hit that subscribe button. Send me more videos on Poland. Definitely gonna check out the different cities and maybe some culture shocks. I don't know too many people that live in Poland, but y'all hit that subscribe button. Y'all be blessed, be the best, and be you. I'm out.